does either of those from every single note of a chord. And then we can change the pitch. And then we have aftertouch. So when you're listening to these sounds, you listen to all of the intricacies of each sound. It's not about melody. So we go back to our regular sound that we're creating. And we need the ba-wah-wah-wah-wahs in there. We got to get some ba-wah-wah-wah-wahs, and that is taking the oscillators and offsetting them with one another to create the wonderful ba-wah-wah-wah-wahs. Now this is a kid sound, so here's our tone, and now we add ba-wah-wah-wahs. And they get kind of wet. That's got to make you laugh. All right, so we have ba-wah-wah-wah-wahs. Now, and this is a technical term, we add resonance. So listen. Here it goes up, or it goes down. So what we're doing is, when you hear it go up, very generally, you're not hearing more high pitches. We're actually taking away the bottom pitches. Or when you hear it low, we're actually taking away the top pitches. So we wanted to do that, but we wanted to do it by itself over time. So we stick it in an envelope. What else would you do? You have these things called envelopes, right? Everybody has an envelope. And the way it works in time is the waveform. Look, we have a cute little waveform. And the waveform fits in the envelope, but it doesn't fit. So the waveform has to change its shape in order to fit into the waveform. And it goes through 1, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1000. So if I take a scissors and I cut up this envelope in a very creative way, this frequency has to change as it goes through the envelope. So we have, oh, I need that. So we have a pitch envelope, that's frequency. We have an amp envelope, which is volume, loudness, softness. And we have a cool envelope. No, these just aren't cut. Every one can be cut in a very weird shape. So we have this. It goes up high, and then it goes down low. And the waveform is being changed as it goes through this. And then as I let go, it stopped right away. It's supposed to get quieter. So we add that extra cut. When I let go, it decreases slowly. So the electroacoustic musician has control of every aspect of every sound you hear. And it creates what's called a soundscape. It's like a landscape. You've got trees and, birds and a guy with goggles and fins. So you can create that kind of a landscape or soundscape using different sound. Those are artificially produced. The other thing we can do is we can take a microphone and we can sample a sound using binary. So we take a clap. There's my clap. And like pitch, if I could clap 300 times in a second, you wouldn't hear the claps. You would hear it as a pitch. I can't do that, but this can. So we can create a tone by speeding up my clapping. So I've now created a new sound based on an acoustic manipulation, an electronic manipulation of something that's acoustic. There is, as you can see, lots of programming that happens. Instead of doing scales, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, major scales every day, the electroacoustic musician is programming a lot during the day, fortunately or unfortunately. So, we go here, we go here, we go here. All right. Hey, it's working. I like when things work like that. Okay, so we need, hey, oh, where's Morgan? Okay. She said something to me that I really want you to say again, but in the microphone. You have a mic? All right.
I am so bored.
Thank you very much. All right, so what we do as the electroacoustic musician, we grab her voice.
I am so bored.
And we truncate it, is what it's called. And we.
I am so bored.
Yeah.
I am so bored.
I am so bored.
Yeah. So we can take this sound. And just create a sound with it.
Finally, that took forever. Could you just play the song?
All right. But in order that you look at this song in the correct way, it is important that you understand its context. Here's the piece called "Can We Eat Now?" An Electronic Hors d'Oeuvre. Type of music, I can only hope that you get out of your box. That music is supposed to only be 12 notes. And if it doesn't have a melody, well, that's not music. Get out of your box. Get out of your box. Get out of your box! That's cool.